Hey!
Hey, hi.
Welcome to the Natasha and Debbie show.
Hello.
That's brutal. Just two patriotic girls. So please don't take us the wrong way.
Hi.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to the Natasha and Debbie show.
It's wonderful to have you guys back today on Sunday.
It definitely is.
So we're hoping today to give you a good video, put a smile on your face, and learn some stuff in the process, which, of course, we love to do. Please like the video if you like the video.
Yes.
And consider subscribing. I'm Debbie.
Oh, come on.
Consider subscribing to the channel. But
Before you do,
please don't subscribe just because we asked you to.
please check out some of our other content. Make sure you want to be a part of our family before you subscribe.
You may not want to get involved in this. I'm just joking.
But you might want to.
But you might. Having said that, we have a video today for you, and then at the end of the video, we have some amazing, really cool P.O. Box gifts that we're very, very excited to share with you guys. So stick around for that at the end of the video.
Mm-hmm.
And before we get on with anything else too, I also just want to say thank you so much again to everybody at Patreon. All the support we get over there is just means so much to us. It's exclusive content if you don't know.
It is.
And again, we thank you guys so much. And we'll be looking forward to giving you more stuff in March. This is our last video of February.
It is.
Which means Debbie's birthday's in March.
Oh, we don't need to bring that up.
Oh, but we do.
No, we don't.
So Debbie's birthday's in March. And as big of a big deal she made out of my birthday, we should make a bigger one out of hers.
Nah.
We shall. We're going to get in this video today. This is a Jay Foreman video, which we've enjoyed his and the Mapman videos. We've done a few of them, and they've been hilarious, but incredibly educational.
Yes.
So we've loved these so much, and so we're looking forward to this one. This one is entitled, What Happened to Old London Bridge? We don't know anything about London Bridge, so except for the song.
All we know is the nursery rhyme.
Yeah. That's all we know, literally. So this will be interesting for us to find out. Didn't know anything happened to Old London Bridge.
Why is London Bridge called London Bridge?
Because it's in London.
But there are lots of bridges in London.
London Bridge was the first,
But it looks really modern.
because it was rebuilt.
Are there lots of really interesting things about London Bridge and its history and its future that unravel into a medium-sized documentary about the River Thames and its crossings in general?
Yes.
I love them. This is really loud for us.
The River Thames is the reason London exists. Back in the year 43, the Romans chose this spot to build a bridge and found their city of Londinium, connected by road to the rest of Britain and by sea to the rest of the world.
While there's nothing physical left of the Roman bridge itself, except this apparently, it's thanks to the Roman bridge that modern London is where it is today. Here.
After the Romans left, various temporary wooden bridges came and went on this site. Probably. But it wasn't until 1209 when along came a proper permanent one made of stone, and it was a corker.
Good lord.
Like many bridges in medieval Europe, London Bridge was a living bridge, with shops, houses, a church, and tiny people made of plasticine.
The roadway was so narrow and the roofs on the buildings stuck out so far that the dark passageway felt almost like a tunnel. At its most congested, it could take an hour to get across. To manage...
Hold on. Hold on. Wait, the bridge had shops and stuff on it?
That's what it looks like. A bunch of buildings and shops and...
What?
I wonder if you can live on there. Maybe
Okay, back this up. Back up, Mr. J. Foreman. What?
I mean, look at that.
All right, let's hear. Back up again. Oh, bear with me. This is a freaking mind-blowing moment.
permanent one made of stone, and it was a corker.
Like many bridges in medieval Europe, London Bridge was a living bridge, with shops, houses, a church, and tiny people made of plasticine.
The roadway was so narrow and the
Plastic.
roofs on the
Wow.
buildings stuck out so far that the dark passageway felt almost like a tunnel. At its most congested, it could take an hour to get across. To manage congestion, the City Corporation charged a toll to cross the bridge and ordered that all northbound traffic use the west side and all southbound use the east side.
Northbound use
Did you
west
see that?
side, southbound use east side. What?
Did you see that sign before?
No, what is
They
that?
say cash only, cards not invented yet.
Nuh-uh. Where? London Bridge toll. Cash only, cards not invented yet.
They're so funny.
I know. Jay Foreman's epic. This is mind-blowing, though. Like,
I know, they have an absolutely huge...
it's like a whole city on the bridge.
You could just live on the river.
On the bridge.
Yeah, on the bridge on the river.
Like, I'm not living on the river, Debbie.
The bridge on the river.
That'd be awfully cold. That is just so cool. Why did we not know this? Well, that's why we're doing these videos. To learn.
That's right. So we know.
So, London Bridge toll. Cash only, cards not video. All right, let's go.
Charged a toll to cross the bridge and ordered that all northbound traffic use the west side and all southbound use the east side. This may be the origin of why we now drive on the left in Britain.
No, it's not.
I just checked and it isn't.
One disappointing thing about the otherwise brilliant bridge was its dull name. But the reason for its dull name was quite interesting.
London Bridge was, for many centuries, the only bridge in London, which is surprising given how many thousands of people lived and worked on both sides of the river. So why was it like this for so long?
Bridge here.
The Bridge House Estates, which ran London Bridge on behalf of the City of London Corporation, made a great deal of money from the tolls, and they were keen to keep it that way.
In 1664, when King Charles II started making plans to build his own bridge over the Thames, the City Corporation persuaded him to forget about it with a free loan, open brackets, massive bribe, close brackets, of £100,000. Despite the stronghold the City Corporation strong held over the river, London got on absolutely fine with just the one bridge. Because, rather bizarrely, most Londoners never used it.
Well,
Unless you had a horse
shopping.
and cart full of heavy stuff, why bother using the expensive and slow London Bridge when you can simply hop on a wherry?
Wherries, pronounced wherries, were long, thin boats that could carry up to 5 people. The streets of London were so congested that
wow.
the wherry was often the fastest way to get around town, whether you needed to cross the river or not. The men who rode the wherries, the watermen, were the taxi drivers of their day. They had to know the locations of all the stairs and the times when the tide came in and out. In their heyday, there were more than 10,000 of them on the river.
And so, London remained merrily monobridged throughout the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th and 17th century.
Jeez.
And that was fine by everybody. Until...
In 1720, the Prime Minister Robert Walpole was in a rush to get back to Westminster for an important debate in
love the
Parliament
horse.
after visiting the King. When he arrived at the Fulham Horse Ferry, the watermen were having a pint on the opposite side of the river, and they refused to come across until they'd finished their drink. Walpole missed the debate, and from that day declared war on the river.
Oh, this is all your Walpole presented a bill to Parliament making the legislation to allow new bridges over the Thames for the...
I'm sorry, I have to pause there because I love how narrow that little stream was to use in reference to the river. It's just epic. Oh, good God.
I wonder what kind of horse that was.
I think that was called the human species horse. The kind you get in a mask store or a Halloween store. I rewind 5 seconds, sorry. Look at the picture of the man with the horse head. That is epic moment right there.
That is.
That is a river that you can't cross without a horse or a boat.
You need a bridge.
I'm still just mind blown by the whole way the bridge was though at the beginning. Like I did not know that. I'm so like shocked. And what a cool bridge! It's its own little city.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
I mean, I wonder what kind of shops. You guys don't know.
Probably everything.
Unless you were there, which I think if you were, then you wouldn't be here. Let's get back into it.
Walpole presented a bill to Parliament making the legislation to allow new bridges over the Thames for the first time, whether the City Corporation or the watermen liked it or not, which led to London finally getting its bridge number 2, right outside the Houses of Parliament.
Okay.
Westminster Bridge opened in 1750, bringing London Bridge's centuries of monopoly to an end. Not everyone was happy about this. The City Corporation demanded compensation, so the Crown gave them compensation, which they used to get revenge on Westminster Bridge by building Blackfriars Bridge in 1769, giving Londoners a whopping 3 bridges to choose from.
Crossing by bridge had now become a lot easier and faster and more normal than crossing by wherry.
This was bad news for the watermen, who were already having a really tough time with the closure of the theatres on the South Bank. It was the beginning of the end for the wherries.
Wherry
But amazingly, they never disappeared completely. Hundreds of years later, the company of watermen and lightermen is still around today, and they still stage a protest whenever a new bridge is proposed. How's that going for you? London was growing up, and it was time to...
Oh, stop. Was that an actual official representative? Because he just like, how's that going for you? Cut? That was epic. Oh, I wonder if that was really like an official like representative.
Probably not.
I don't know, man. That was bad. That was a British burn. Is what you that's my new thing. It's called a British burn.
Okay, the British burn.
The British burn.
Take note, folks.
Yeah, it's a new thing. I'm rewinding back to
Starting
that. I'm rewinding back to that. Watch
bridge
it.
is proposed. How's
How's
that
that
going for you? London
Hard
was
cut.
growing up, and it was time to say goodbye to the old-fashioned traditional things that were holding it back. And that included London Bridge itself.
Over the centuries, London Bridge had become a medieval relic that was far too narrow for 18th century traffic. The bridge needed a makeover.
So in 1761, to make a bit more room, the Bridge House Estates decided to remove the houses and shops from the bridge.
But it was no
Leaf
good.
blower.
The structure was still a crumbling death trap that needed repairing every 5 minutes, as made
wow.
famous in the nursery rhyme Humpty Dumpty. The whole thing had to go.
And so, in 1831, Old London Bridge was replaced by New London Bridge, designed by a father and son team, both called John Rennie.
To avoid disruption and ease construction, New London Bridge was built slightly to the left of where the Old London Bridge was.
Okay.
If you look carefully at a modern map, you can clearly see how the old streets line up to show exactly where the Old London Bridge
Oh,
used
well,
to
that's
be.
cool.
London's bridgevolution was only just beginning. In the 19th century, with London's population swelling faster than ever on both sides of the river, new bridges were being thrown across the Thames one after the other like kerplunk. Bridges for people, horses, and these new things called trains too. London just couldn't get enough of them. Bridges, 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 bridges,
Lord.
bridges, 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 bridges.
London Bridge wasn't special anymore. It blended in with all the others, getting on with its job in a no-nonsense sort of way.
After 130 years, which in London terms isn't really that long, London Bridge already found itself once again in a bit of a pickle.
By the 1960s, London had turned into a car city. To make room for all the commuters that wanted to use it, London Bridge would need to at least triple in width.
The City Corporation once again had the expensive task of building a modern bridge in place of the old one. But the trouble was, in the 20th century, it was much harder to raise the huge amount of money needed for this sort of project. And so, they made the unusual but ingenious decision to put the Two Rennies Bridge up for sale.
Brochures and TV ads were produced,
What?
offering a unique piece of British history to the highest bidder. The highest bidder was American oil tycoon.
I was just gonna say, I've always heard the London Bridge is in America, but I thought that was a joke.
Yeah, I've never heard that, so.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I just thought it was a joke. Because I'm like, why would the London Bridge be in America?
Oh, let's find out.
Let me rewind that back by like 5 seconds though. Look at the starting bid. Good lord. Okay, this is...
Bit scoffed, but it still works.
Unique piece of British history to the highest bidder. The highest bidder was American oil tycoon and chainsaw manufacturer Robert P. McCulloch, who had the old London Bridge shipped across the Atlantic brick by brick and put back together in Lake Havasu City, Arizona, where it's become something of
There
a
you go.
tourist attraction.
It really
There's a
is there.
famously not true at all urban myth that McCulloch thought he was buying the much more famous and impressive Tower Bridge and bought the wrong bridge by mistake.
No.
And that's where we get the expression, I bought the wrong bridge by mistake.
Okay, we don't have that expression. But so it's really that's... It's in Arizona?
I guess.
I've
that's
heard
what he
that.
said.
Actually, you guys told us that in the comments of different videos that London Bridge is in America, and I'm like, yeah, okay, that's funny. Mess with the Americans, but apparently they were joking.
I
with
guess
us.
we gotta go to Arizona.
Huh. Okay. Well, I just got to say that I'm rewinding that 5 seconds. I'm rewinding that 10 seconds because I want to. That's just cool, but also weird. Okay.
True at all urban myth that McCulloch thought he was buying the much more famous and impressive Tower
He
Bridge
thought he
and bought the
brought
wrong bridge by mistake.
Tower Bridge.
And that's where we get the expression, I bought the wrong bridge by mistake.
Not all of London Bridge went to Arizona. These steps and this arch from the Rennies Bridge are still here and here today on the South Bank. Whilst it's great that some of the Rennies Bridge has been kept alive, its modern replacement is a structure best described as a shame.
The necessary rebuild of London Bridge in the late
wow.
60s coincided with a flash-in-the-pan fashion for brutalist functional architecture. New London Bridge, completed in 1973, is a wide, grey concrete slab devoid of even the slightest hint of its rich history. It's impressive for the sheer amount of nothing there is to say about it.
With London Bridge getting more boring every century, the next one, coming in 2182, will likely be made entirely of beige jumpers. Yep, I think that's everything I can think of about London Bridge. But London does, of course, have many more bridges, and there are lots of interesting things to say about them, too. So if you're not busy, join me next time for another thrilling instalment of Unfinished London.
Well, that went off
When I
abruptly.
want to access the internet
let's
from
see
another
his
country, I
ad.
just use my long arm.
That's a really long arm.
Stretch Armstrong, all right. You're bored. It's kind of creepy.
Wow.
What's this song? Where is he going? Is he going to grab the London Bridge back from Arizona?
Oh, this one in somebody's apartment.
His own. What?
I guess he's in Paris.
I've just realised that although I've successfully managed to log on to the internet in France, I can't actually see the computer.
Then you need Surfshark.
Surfshark, what is?
Surfshark is a VPN, a browser extension and app that allows you to access the internet from more than 60 countries around the world. Simply download Surfshark and you'll have a button on your browser that lets you look at content that's blocked in your country.
You mean I can change my location to the USA and watch Grey's Anatomy on CW whilst being able to see the screen at the same time and have my arm free to eat biscuits?
Just a minute, let me check. Yes, you can.
Are there any other advantages to having a VPN like Surfshark?
There are. A VPN like Surfshark masks your IP address, which means you can browse.
Ads are cute, but at this point, it's enough of the ad.
That was fun.
That was a short video, unfortunately. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I feel well. I mean, he talks pretty darn quick, so we usually have to watch his videos back at least one more time. And sometimes check the comment section to see if we missed anything. But yeah, I'm still like super like impressed and yet saddened by how the original London Bridge was, and that's just so cool of all the shops and stuff. Never seen any sort of drawings or anything about that, or remember hearing anything about it. But
if I did, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. Oh, let me sit closer to you. But it was informative. I agree. The current London Bridge is nothing to look at. Most bridges anymore nowadays seem to be kind of just blah.
Yeah, they are.
Which sucks. I mean, the things back in the day were just so much cooler, you know?
Yeah, they had so much architecture to them.
Yeah.
Not just a flat surface with a road.
And I think that's one of the big things that, not just Debbie and I, but a lot of Americans love so much about the United Kingdom and other countries that are very old in history too, is the fact that you guys have so many things that are so old and ancient and so beautiful and different, and not just all modern stuff all the time.
More detail to it.
Yeah, more ornate
in the architecture.
Yeah. So absolutely beautiful. But didn't know any of that. Learned it all. Love to know if you guys in the comments if you learned anything, because we sure did. And of course, please like the video if you did, guys. And again, consider subscribing to the channel. But before we get on with some of the P.O. Box items, we want to tell you that we do have planned next Sunday another special video. We are not going to leak any information. It's something positive. It's another video that people have begged and pleaded and asked us to do. I have to say, I think it's the most requested video we've received since we started doing YouTube. So tune in next Sunday for that.
Next Sunday will be fun.
Of course, we'll be back Wednesday for Travel Wednesday. Don't forget that.
Travel Wednesday.
Travel Wednesdays are awesome. So we hope to see you then. Let's do our P.O. Box stuff.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Daniel, I'm not even going to try and say
You
last
want me to
name.
try? I can't pronounce your last name,
Have
Daniel.
fun.
Omelczuk.
Uh-huh.
But from Glasgow.
These are yours.
From Glasgow. Yeah, this was stuff I got the other day, and I was like super excited. One is an Elvis button to pin onto my shirt, which is cool. And then this one's just sitting on the back of a cardboard, but it's a little mini Freddy. You guys see it?
How cool.
Autofocus. How cool is that? But like I said, it's got a button on the back. But a mini Freddy, which, I will be wearing that. Don't you worry. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate that very, very much. Very cool gifts. You know me well. If you send me Elvis and Freddy, you know me well.
And then we have from David.
What we got? Oh yeah, I got another sixpence.
I don't think that's going in focus.
Nah, you're fine. I have gotten so many sixpences that now when Brian May comes to America to do tours with Queen, he has to come get his guitar picks from me. That's what I'm trying to do. See, this was the master plan.
Yep.
I am going to deplete the United Kingdom of any and all sixpences for Brian May to have to come to me to get his thing. But thank you so much, David. Appreciate that. From Norfolk. We're going to be doing, we're probably going to be doing a Travel Wednesday on Norfolk at some point. Maybe soon, maybe not so soon. But thank you.
And then from our friend Choppy.
Yeah, Choppy is really cool. Choppy has sent us in the past a bunch of recipes. I'll hold one, you hold another. Some keychains. This one's England, and that one is, of course, Keep Calm, Carry On, which I think we all need one of those right now on our keychain. Yeah.
And we got some postcards.
And then he sent us the pens that he uses. If you guys saw our last video where he sent us like a gajillion pieces of paper, handwritten recipes front and back.
Yeah, so the special handwritten recipes.
Yeah, they were awesome. He spent a lot of time doing it, and his handwriting's awesome. I actually love these pens. I don't have this exact same ones, but I love these with the like the rollerball. So thank you for sending us some pens, because we actually have a hard time finding pens in this house. About Katie, Nikki Daniels, and Madeline. I can't see your last name. I'm sorry. But they sent us this. First of all, thank you for the note. You guys know I'm a sucker for a handwritten note. Appreciate it dearly. This is actually, I'm gonna read you part of it. It says, "Hey Natasha and Debbie, I thought I would write a separate note." There's also a card. Mostly because handwriting is hard, and I didn't want to make a mistake on the card. Handwriting, you guys all have great handwriting. We all just realized that we watch and subscribe to your show, and we all live in the same house. I thought that was so great. Cool. So we live in the city of Leicester, and we've included a Leicestershire County flag for you. The animal's a fox. We are also famous for pork pies, King Richard III's remains discovered, Richard of York, the National Space Center. We love your channel and thank you for sharing your lives with us so generously for 30 minutes twice a week. And we wanted to give a little something back. You guys give so much back just by your sweet words. Yeah. So, and then she goes on to say, Nanny Violet, our grandmother, who is 96 years old, chose everything she wanted me to make the card with. So she sent a handmade card. How cool is this? You guys know I love birds. And then the feathers. And then there's the inside. It's so pretty. So pretty.
It's beautiful.
But her 96-year-old grandmother picked out all this stuff. And she said she chose everything she wanted me to make the card with. I just put it on.
That's super sweet. My
heart's like huge from that. I just, and then she goes on to say, I think she has excellent taste and love birds too. Please tell Nanny Violet that she has an insanely great taste.
Yes.
And I absolutely adore this. And we'll keep this one forever and a day. Lots of love, Katie, Nikki, and Mads, the ladies from Leicester. We appreciate everything that you sent. And I'm going to show a few of those things to you now. So, let's hand that to you. We got a set of 6 feather birds. You guys know I like my birds. And these are very similar to the type that I use for our Christmas tree. I'm trying to think of something to do with these for Easter. These would make cool Easter decorations.
Pretty for Easter.
Yeah, perfect colors for Easter. So those are epic. Thank you so much. And then this is really cool. So this, she sent a tea towel, whatever you call it. This is awesome. Now, especially feel this right now with everything going on in the world. Look at this, guys.
Love it.
Look at that. I want this on a t-shirt.
That would be cool on a t-shirt.
Be a cool tattoo. I'm not going to, but I'm just saying. That is beautiful. And I love this material. It's really nice and thick. This is beautiful. I don't want to actually use it. I just want to display it in the house.
Okay. We can do that.
It's just beautiful. Thank you so much. This is awesome. And then this shows just, again, our allied nations together. Yes. And it speaks volumes to me. So this means a lot. Thank you for this. And then she mentioned the flag. We're going to have to stand up for this one. Look at that guy. Look at that. How cool is that flag? Leicestershire flag. That is epic. Love it. So cool. And then, that's not all. She also said, it's like this book from the BBC. It's the Open University, and this has got the Great British Year with an owl. I love owls, by the way, if you didn't know. Personal favorite is the Great Horned Owl in North America. And then it's got a bunch of other stuff and other pictures and stuff inside of it. Super cool. Love this. On top of that, Debbie got this. Let me hand that to you. And I'll read the note while you show it. It says, Dear Debbie, thought this was a fun little map of Wales. We're not Welsh, but are assured that the artist has done a great job.
Thank you.
Last but not least, this about shocked me. This is pretty awesome. So I got this when I saw Queen on it. I'm like, ooh, what we got? And then there's a note. It says, Dear Natasha, Royal Mail issued postage stamps with every album cover from Queen. And I was like, say, what? She said, I thought you should have a set of your own. And you know what, Katie? I think you think right. I like the way you think. And I love you to death because she sent me over these stamps, which is awesome. There's all this info on the back. And then there's just all this stuff. These guys. And then this is like a book of information and things, which thank you. You know I'm gonna nerd out over this.
So excited.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a tiny bit excited. So thank you so much for that.
And then from Lynn, she sent me some stuff for my cooking videos, if you're on Patreon with us. Got some new measuring cups.
She needed those badly. And if you're on our Patreon, you knew that she did. Yeah, those are awesome.
And a large measuring cup with all the different measurements on there.
We also needed because we only have one. So now we have two.
Yes. So thank you. And then Natasha got...
Oh yeah, she's so cool. Lynn sent us a box for each of us.
Yeah.
So I got this book on the making of Tesco. So now I get to learn all about it. And then I'll school everybody over there.
And then you got two other books.
I love that you guys know how much I love castles. I've already looked at these a lot. This one is British Castles and Palaces, which is so neat. And it's got like all these different pictures and stuff and information. And then this massive castle book, Castles, Palaces, and Stately Homes, the illustrated guide to the architectural, cultural, and historical heritage of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. And I'm not gonna lie, I have been looking at this a lot already. Like a ton. Like there's Edinburgh Castle. I mean, it's got all the information of like all the castles. So this is awesome. This is heavy. I mean, you could really hurt somebody with this. But thank you so much. Like that is epic. Appreciate it so much. You guys are rock stars, seriously. Last but not least, this is from, he goes by Simesy. I know his name's Simon, but he goes by Simesy. And he had sent a Facebook message a while back. And so he wrote a note. I'll read you the note. No, I'm not going to read you the note because I'll tell you what. Oopsies. There are certain things in life that you see, you know what they are. You just don't expect to ever have one in your house that you own. And that's what happens here. So when I opened this up, I instantly knew what it was.
She did.
As the Queen fan that I am. And I could not believe my eyes. And Simesy, I've already sent him a message on Facebook thanking him tremendously. But thank you again, man. Thank you again. It'll be 30 years on April 20th was when the Freddie Mercury tribute concert happened. And anyone who's seen the Freddie Mercury tribute concert knows what this is. I have to get in your face, I'm sorry. And then you flip over the back. This is what a lot of people, and sorry, Debs, a lot of people in the audience held up in their hands during the concert. And it, you can see like the Freddie Mercury tribute concert there in the corner. He's had this, he was at the concert. He's had this put away for 30 years and sent it to me.
That's just amazing.
I am losing it. So I'm going to flatten this out nicely, and I'm going to frame this. This is amazing. This is epic. Thank you, sir. Yes. Thank you. Things like this mean so much to me. I promise you, I will take the best care of this.
You will treasure that.
I might be buried in this in my casket. You think I'm kidding? I've already worn it around the house as a sash. But no, I will take the best care of this. This means the world to me. This is a huge give. A huge gift. I promise you, I will respect this and take great care of it. And once I get the money to get a nice frame for this, I will show it to you guys. So I can't thank you enough for that. He also sent me over one other thing, which is super cool too. We have one similar. Uh-oh, one of the coins is falling out on me, which is no big deal. We can get it back in there. I'm trying to play Tetris right now. We had one similar, but this one's got the Scottish shilling. So it's the farewell to the well, what is that? LSD system? I know it's not LSD. It's that pre-decimalization thing, right? Not everyone in the world, correct me, please. But it's all the old coins. But this one's got the Scottish shilling and the English shilling. And I didn't have those before. So those are two new ones that I did not have. And I do know that that is a wren, everybody, okay? In the last video, I said it was a robin. It's because I was looking at the robin card that we had just received. Yeah. I know my birds. And do you know that we have over 10 different wren species in the United States?
Interesting fact.
Did you know?
I did not know.
Debbie's favorite bird's actually a Carolina wren, which is very common here.
I do like those.
Thank you so much for that, sir. Every time you guys send us anything, we appreciate it so much. I hope you know that. And just thank you.
Yes.
It's awesome. We love it all and appreciate it. Again, I hope you guys liked today's video and learned something. Let us know if you did.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope you're looking forward to Wednesday's Travel Wednesday. I still don't know 100% for sure where we're going yet.
We'll surprise
But
you.
I think I do. Anyway, drop us a comment, guys. Let us know how you feel about the channel. You know, as at the beginning of the video, it said that we have prayers going up for the Ukraine, and we absolutely do. We ask that anyone that is our praying people also send and extend your prayers and thoughts to the Ukraine at this time. And we are, of course, definitely paying very close attention to everything going on.
Yes.
And we can offer you only a smile, hopefully, maybe something to take your day and change it, and something positive that could possibly just give you some sort of an uplifting feel, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But we will be here making content as long as you watch us, and at the same time, hope that, you know, again, we can at least offer you a smile. And the times are concerning, but let's stick together and know that we're here, and that we love you guys. Everybody watching, we really do care about everybody, not just people in the United Kingdom, not just Americans, the world. And we love everyone, and our prayers are with everybody. So please know that we care deeply, and
We sure do.
as things unfold, we'll be here. Hopefully you'll be there too. So God bless you guys. Thank you for being here today. Again, we will see you on Travel Wednesday. Please enjoy the rest of your day. And thanks for watching us.
Yes. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.